नमामि विघ्नेश्वराय नमामि श्री सरस्वत्यै नमामि विघ्नेश्वराय नमामि श्री सरस्वत्यै नमामि गुरुदेवाय नमामि सर्वेश्वराय। भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, राम गोविंद हरि, राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि। जप तप साधन कछु नहीं लागत, 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 खर्चत नहीं हथरी, खर्चत नहीं, खर्चत नहीं गतरी, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, राम गोविंद हरि, भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि। संतत संपत सुख के कारण, संतत संपत सुख के कारण, संतत संपत सुख के कारण, सुख के कारण, जासो मूल पड़ी, जासो मूल पड़ी, जासो मूल पड़ी, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, राम गोविंद हरि, राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि, भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि। कहत कबीर राम न जामुख, कहत कबीर राम न जामुख, कहत कबीर सुनो भय साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भय साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भई साधो कहित कबीर सुनो भई साधो कहित कबीर राम न जामुख कहित कबीर राम न जामुख वो मुख धूल भरी राम गोविंद हरि राम गोविंद हरि भजो रे भैया 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 राम गोविंद हरि ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी हरि ओम. Okay, let me welcome all of you once more. We're seeing chapter 8 if you're joining us tonight for the first time. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. There are 18 chapters. And we are seeing the 8th chapter. It means a lot of teaching has already gone. But here now, Bhagavan is talking about the art of dying, how to die properly so that we don't have to die again. It's like anything we do in life, when we go to school, we study properly so you don't have to go back and study again. You study and then you didn't study properly and you write the exam and you fail. Now you have to go on, repeat. Well, that's what happens in life. We don't live the life properly, then we didn't die properly, then we come back into this world and again die. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Again and again birth, again and again death. Punarapi janani jathare shayanam. Lying in some womb somewhere. This type, that type, all type. And as soon as we exit the womb, we're heading for the tomb. क्या बात है? कैसा है तकदीर? How is our human fortune? So here in this 8th chapter, Bhagavan is talking about dying properly. Now, suddenly Bhagavan takes up a topic, a very interesting topic about time, cosmology, and the manifestation of the universe, and all of that sort of thing. And a most wonderful presentation. You will not find it today. You please see this presentation by the Lord about how this world comes and goes. Let us chant the verses first. At least 2 verses we'll chant. And then I'll have to give you an introduction to these 2 verses. Otherwise, none of this will make sense. It will not fit into the whatever we commonly know. This will not fit into that. So I have to tie the 2 with an introduction. Right? Big introduction. Let's chant these verses. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. That's number 17. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sahasra Yoga Paryantam Ahajyat Brahmano Vidhu Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Ratrim Yoga Sahasrantam Devo Ratra Vido Jnana Vyakaya sarvaha prabhavantya ragame ratyagame priyante tatraiva vyaktasamyake Evayam Bhutva Bhutva Praliyate Ratyagame Vasha Patha Bhavatya Ragame Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Krishna Kanaya Lal Ki Jai Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Haryat Brahmano Viduhu. Those people who know about time. Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vidojanaha. Ratra Aho Ratra Vidaha Janaha. Those people who know about time. They're speaking about those people. What do they really know about the origins of this universe? In those wise ones who have discovered the secret of time. And time is a very elusive thing. Very, very difficult to know about time. And so, those who really know about time and its eternity and its beginninglessness and all of that, they speak and they tell, Bhagavan is saying, about the origins of this universe. Please pay attention to this now. And this is the Hindu philosophical system, how it is presented with regard to time and the origins of this universe. First thing is, this universe was not created at any time. Because creation is an impossibility. Just now to tell. You see, like this thing, right? At one time, it was not there, right? Just study this a little bit. This is philosophical, but you're living in 2018, So at some point, we have to become philosophical. At one time, this thing was not there. Then somebody came and made it. So they have to make it in time or not. It is made at a certain time, correct? It is made at a certain time. Oh. Now, see the creation of the universe now. And creation itself. Just think. At one time, the universe was not there. Arivaya, time is part of the universe. Correct or not? Time and space, they are part of the universe or not? So how you are saying at one time, there was no time, if you are saying? Say, Bhagavan created the universe at a certain time, because any creation has to happen at a point in time. So that means time had to be pre-existing for the universe to be created, correct? Time had to at least be there. So at this particular time, the universe was created. But if time is a part of the universe, he said, no. He created time before the universe. At what time? Let me tell you something. One little fella went and asked his father. I told you the story already, but I know you forget, so listen again. He went and asked his father, Dad, why does it rain? How does it rain? So the father said, well, my dear boy, see, in the ocean and the lakes, there's a lot of water, right? A lot of water is there. And the sun's rays, they come down on the surface layers of this water, and they provide enough kinetic energy to the surface layers of the water, which cause them to evaporate and go up into the atmosphere. And when they go up, they form clouds. And when there precipitation, condensation of the clouds, the clouds burst and the water come down as rain. Otherwise, ordinarily, water is affected by a gravitational force. They cannot go up. So the little fellow went to his grandmother. And he said, Grandma, he said, I think Daddy gone. I think Daddy gone wacko. Because I asked him, why does it rain? How does it rain? He tell me about precipitation and gravitation and all kind of thing. So the grandmother said, look, you don't worry with your father. You don't worry with him. I could tell you how it does rain. In the sky, it have a king living there. And he have a big palace. And behind his palace, he have a big swimming pool. And he have a little son just like you. And that son have a pet elephant. That son have a pet elephant. And that little son, like you, and the elephant, them not be playing in the swimming pool. And that elephant just take water like this in the trunk and it just spray it on the boy. And that's how them not play. And that when he's spraying like this, some of that water does fall down here. That is rain. That little fella said, I know that is gone wacko. He know, you see. Grandma know. Because to that child, that thing make absolute sense. Huh? If in the infant stage of human development, I'm intellectually primitive, and somebody tells me that the universe was created because I am not trained to think philosophically, I cannot explain how time could be created at all. At what time it will be created? There's a contradiction in terms. How can time be created? At what time will time be created? Because every creation must happen at a point in time. But I am an intellectual novice. So when you tell me the elephant story in the sky, well, I go believe that. समझ में आ गया. I'll believe that. But the rishis belong to an advanced civilization where the intellect was pushed to its zenith. Pushed to its zenith and transcended also. And nothing is spared. And blind belief is cast on the wayside. But if I am intellectually undeveloped, blind belief is my only torch. So in the Upanishads, in the Vedas, there is no such thing as creation. The universe is purna, full, complete. Every single thing is there in infinite universe. And what is happening in the universe is things are only going from a manifest state, a state which is available for perception by the senses, going from a manifest state to an unmanifest state where they are not available for the perception of the senses. And then again they come manifest, again they go back unmanifest, again they become manifest. This is the cosmos in Hinduism. And when it was created, never created. It's always been there. It's called anadi. Throughout the scriptures, it's called as anadi. Anadi means beginningless. Because our intellect is unable to grasp this very subtle concept of beginninglessness, I am quite ready and fast, because of intellectual tamas and laziness, to accept that it didn't have nothing at one time, and somebody come and create it, whoever it is, will post it as the creator. Because of intellectual tamas. And somebody, it became that easy. At one time this was not there. So I understand that. And somebody created it. So we want to hold the same principle and apply it to the universe also. Even this thing, if you think, this was there in an unmanifest form in the head of the person who brought it out, who made it manifest to us. But it has to be in his head first or not? It has to first be in his head. Then when he'll bring it in this form. Isn't it? Like that we mean. When it is there in his head, it is called unmanifest. When the mango tree is there inside the mango seed, inside a mango seed, there's a tree or not? There's a tree, a specific tree. Because if a long mango seed, there's a long mango tree in there. You can't plant a long mango seed and you get Julie mango. So there's a specific tree in there. That in that state, it is called as unmanifest. When you put it in the ground, it becomes manifest. And like that, the whole universe is going into unmanifest, coming back into manifest. That is called, going to unmanifest is called pralay. Coming back into manifestation is called as srishti. And when the Western people went to India and they translated these words, they said this is destruction and this is creation. Those are not the English words for pralay and srishti. Wrong translation, because a Westerner going with Western concepts and ideas, he cannot understand the philosophical system of India. So he translates as creation. That creation word is so wrong in Hinduism. Manifestation. Manifest the universe. It is there in an unmanifest form, just bring it into manifestation. Like this thing is there in the fellow's head in an unmanifest form, he brings it into a concrete form, in other words. Eh? So if this thing is understood, these verses will be understood properly. Always all things are there, and therefore now the dinosaurs have gone into unmanifest, correct or not? They've gone into unmanifest here on our earth. But our earth is one of 9 planets around our sun, and every star in the sky you see is like our sun or bigger. So if there is around 1 planet around our sun, there is life. That means we are here. And you see countless stars in the sky. You mean there are no other planets there with beings? You had to be joking, man. But you feel somehow there is some deep-seated conceit among human beings to think that we are the only ones in this vast, limitless universe. So we may not have dinosaurs here anymore. From here they have become unmanifest. We manifest somewhere else. Plenty too. And so many other things. There is nothing in this world which can be created and nothing which can be destroyed. And that is the same rule that applies to matter and energy in science. You know that. Everything is already there. You know why? It has to be by rule, it has to necessarily be there. Because if something is not there in the world, it means to say that Ishvara also doesn't know about it. God also doesn't know about it. And if God knows about it, suppose, you see, this thing is called as boarding pass. The boarding pass. So, suppose the next thing to be invented is hoarding pass. Let us just say, there's no such thing. There might be, but I don't know. Suppose the next thing to be invented is hoarding pass. If that is not known to Ishvara, that means Ishvara is not all-knowing. First thing. If it is known to Ishvara, that means it is already there in Ishvara's mind. That's what we call unmanifest. If it is already there in his mind, then it is there in unmanifest form. The only thing now is to let it get picked up by an individual mind, individual being, and let him make it into manifest. And that fellow steals it from Ishvara's mind and he says, I invent it. He catches it from the cosmic mind. He catches that thing from the cosmic mind and then he brings it out into manifestation and then he says, I invented it, and he go and he patent it also. And he pay Ishvara nothing. So, this is the idea. Now, this is a very vast topic. Now, I have to get back to this topic here. Now, there's people who know about time and know about all of these things. Bhagavan says, this is how they speak, because they are called as Ahoratra Vidaha, who know about day and night, meaning they know about all time. So what they say, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyat Brahmano Viduhu, that Brahmaji, the Brahmaji who is responsible for our manifestation here, the manifestation which is available to our eyes, right? So one Brahmaji is responsible for that. Means one aspect of the absolute is responsible for this manifestation which we see here. Because you just think, any one of you manifested anything here in this world? Anybody here is responsible for anything which is there in this world? We found everything when we came here, isn't it? And I just told you, if somebody says that they have invented something, they have just caught that from the mind of Ishvara, the cosmic mind. So for this whole manifested universe which we are seeing in front of us, the aspect of God that is responsible for that is called as Brahmaji. So now, time with regard to our manifested universe here, he says, Brahmaji is the one who manifests this, who bring it from unmanifest to manifest. God in the capacity as a manifester is called as Brahmaji. Now, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Hariyat Brahmano Viduhu. That is, Brahmaji's one day is Sahasra Yuga. Now, what is one yuga? Here, yuga means Mahayuga, means Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga. That is called as one yuga. All four together. And all four together adds up to 4.32 million years. 4.32 million years. And this Kali Yuga in which we are living now, this is the shortest one. And Kali Yuga just started. Kali Yuga is only about 800,000 years. So now, Brahmaji's one day is equal to 1,000 of these yugas. That's 4.32 million multiplied by 1,000 is 4.32 billion years. And that is one day of Brahmaji. So in that one day, he goes on manifesting universes, manifesting things. And his night is the same time. Then he goes to sleep. Then all things get dissolved. That will be told in the next verse. Ratram yuga sahasrantam teho ratra vidojanaha. His day and night is the same length. How much? 1,000 Mahayugas. 4.32 million multiplied by 1,000. That is 1 billion, isn't it? 1 billion of our years is one day, 4.32 billion years of our years is one day of Brahmaji. And his night is the same length. And so when he wakes up, manifestations start. When he goes to sleep, manifestations dissolve. So that I call it pralaya, dissolution of the universe. And people go on arguing. And this is the one wonderful thing about science. Science have no shame, of course. Because science has gone telling one thing today. And after 10 years, they come and change everything. Shamelessly. Without apologizing or saying anything. You know, we running the whole world by the science. We are very sorry. We were wrong. This is, you see, he sneezed. That means that thing is true, you see. Tulsidaji write about that in Ramayana also. So anyway, nowadays I am hearing them saying, you know, that arrogance was there in science many years ago. Nowadays I still am hearing them saying, well, that is how the phenomena appears to us at this time. But in the old days they used to talk about, well, this is the truth and nothing, it is incontrovertible. But now they are saying, they are admitting a little bit. So, they've gone changing all their theories and all their things. Nowadays, I recently saw research also, they said there was no such thing as any Big Bang and all. What Big Bang? Because they'll tell you there was a Big Bang. Then there is no Big Bang. And they were saying the civilization was only 6,000 years, 7,000 years before. Now they are revising it. Civilization is going on now, 30,000, 40,000, all kind of thing. So they keep revising. But this is the time frame given. Now, it is true that the earth has undergone a great lot of convulsions and great lot of upheavals and this and that, and the earth has changed and what you call continents have moved and all, but that has nothing to do with this thing being unbelievable or any such thing. It doesn't say which form the manifestation. If manifestation itself by nature is going on, changing. Vyaya Roop it is called. Vyaya means it goes on changing. So planet, what do you call, continents will move. Wait, right now it's moving also. They said the Himalaya is getting taller and taller. You know that? Himalaya is getting taller. Because the plates that moved to form the Himalayas, which was at one time oceans, the plates are still moving. So the Himalaya is still rising. So change goes on in everything in the universe. And there is the ultimate change where there is a dissolution. Brahmaji goes to sleep. That is told in the next. Avyakta vyaktaya sarvaha prabhavanti aharagame. Means when the day of Brahmaji comes. Prabhavanti aharagame. Aharagame means when Brahmaji's day starts. At the coming of the day of Brahmaji, what happens? Avyakta vyaktaya sarvaha. All things start coming from the unmanifest state. Like when you put a mango seed in the ground, and some moon, I don't know what moon it is. When that moon comes, that mango tree starts, that two little leaves come, whoo, and they start dancing there. So slowly manifest, and it becomes a big long mango tree, or what you call dudus, whichever mango tree it is. So at some particular time it comes out. So the universe is already there in the unmanifest, including time and space and everything. And it is like when we go to sleep in the night and you set your alarm. At a certain time the alarm rings. When during our study in Mumbai, and we were students in India, in our class there was one fellow, he could not say alarm. He used to say alarm. I say, boy, you blessed. Even when you're talking about a clock, you can't leave a ram, eh? In the Lord's name, even when you're talking about clock also, alarm. I set the alarm last night. When the alarm ring this morning. I said, boy, not alarm. It is alarm. He said, that way I say? But he couldn't get that. So we go to sleep, but there's a clock. There's still a big debate about that. Eh? Do you hear the alarm and wake up, or do you wake up and hear the alarm? If you resolve that, it will be good. Because the logic seems that if you're sleeping, you can't hear. And only if you're waking, you could hear. So the big question is, do we hear the alarm wake up? Anyway, whatever it is, we wake up. We wake up in the morning. Now, while sleeping, that whole universe for me had gone, but there was something in the unmanifest universe of mind, meaning to say, when I went to sleep, my universe got dissolved. It went into unmanifest. But there was something built into my unmanifest universe which causes manifestation to start once more. Just like I'm talking from the individual standpoint now, in the very same way, when Brahmaji goes to sleep, the whole universe, this vast cosmos, dissolves. And when he wakes up, and because there's something built into it, time and everything is already there, built for Brahmaji to wake up, and then the universe starts manifesting again. So he says, from that unmanifest, avyaktat, vyaktayaha, sarvaha, all things become manifest, slowly, by process. And there's fixed process. It happens only according to rules, not a haphazard or ad hoc kind of manifestation and all that kind of thing. All things happen by rule. When you're building a house, you build the foundation first, not the roof first. Only in cartoons they do that. You build the roof first, then you build foundation. It's a process, na? You have to follow the process. Here also, the tree comes out with two leaves first. First you don't get fruit from the ground. Then you get leaves later on. Not like that. There's a fixed process for everything. So in the very same way, the universe starts manifesting by fixed laws. Avyaktat, vyaktaya sarvaha, prabhavanti aharagame. When the day comes, all things start manifesting. Then ratriagame, when Brahmaji's night comes. The coming of Brahmaji's night, Brahma starts feeling sleepy, He starts yawning. When Brahmaji starts yawning, watch out. Not pralay time coming. Because Brahmaji is going to sleep. So when he goes to Ratriagame praliyante tatre vyakta sanyake, all things go back into what is known as the avyakta. From manifest, from vyakta again goes back into, and only for Brahmaji to sleep again for 4.32 billion years. Now, in the vast expanse of time, 4.32 billion years we also know, if time is infinite, beginningless, then how much is 4.32 billion years? That also doesn't. Time is a very, very relative thing, relative to the intellect that is at the time perceiving time. Very much. For a fly, the fly lives its entire fly, mosquito, those little creatures and all, they live their whole lifetime in 2 or 3 days, you know. So that's why you can't catch a fly. Look here. When that fly is sitting there, and you do so, whap, to kill that fly sees your hand coming in slow motion. Because his life is so fast. His life is proceeding so fast that your fast is nothing for him. He sees you, that fellow, he has time to eat and all before he moves. And you still miss. His life is zooming. You see? So, relative to that equipment, which is perceiving time, that is the relative thing. Tulsidaji tirelessly throughout the whole Ramayana keeps on talking. When there is sorrow, time moves slowly. When there is joy, time moves fast. Correct or not? Any sorrow you have, when this thing go done, time not going. And when joy, before you know it, time gone. When some relative come and you like them, you want them to stay, but the time flies. And when some relative come and you don't like them, you say, notice social tact. Social tact is the art of making your relatives feel at home even though you wish they were. So, the time is a relative to the equipment which is perceiving time. So he says that don't let that big number bewilder your mind. It is no time in the vast expanse of time. 4.32 billion years is no time actually. Ratriagame praliyante tatraiva vyakta sanyake bhutagramasa evayam bhutva praliyate ratriagame vashapartha prabhavanti ahragame. This is repeated with a little bit of additional information there now. In this entire process, avashaha is the word, operative word. Avashaha means helplessly, all beings, again and again we take birth. Again and again we fold up. Now the best, fold up and then again manifest. The best example is the example I was using just now. Whatever is happening at the cosmological level, big at the grand scale, on the grand scale, Brahmaji and this whole cosmos is also happening to each individual jiva at the individual level. Every day. We have a day and we have a night also. And we go to sleep also and we wake up also. That concept is given in the Vedas as called, it is called as Yatha Pinda Tatha Brahmanda. What is the meaning of that? Whatever is going on at the level of the whole cosmos is also going on at the individual level. So you just have to study your own world, your own individual world to understand that thing. So in the night, when we go to sleep now, my whole universe, for me, forget about other people, for me, what you talk about other people, I dissolve all of them too. Correct or not? When you go to sleep in the night, you dissolve everybody or not? Dissolve bed, dissolve house, dissolve, because for that person who's sleeping, he knows nothing. Absolute ignorance. He knows nothing about anything. Therefore, earthquake come and gone too. Next morning they ask, you feel the earthquake? What earthquake? You dissolve earthquake too. Earthquake, dissolve earth. What to talk about quake? So, that is going on at the individual level. I dissolve the whole manifestation as far as I am concerned. So that's called Pinda. Whatever is happening in the Pinda is also happening in the Brahmanda. And next morning when I wake up, slowly everything starts coming back now. You don't, in one stroke everything doesn't come back. Slowly. Oh. In my case, at first where are they? Could be anywhere, you know. First you have to ask, which city and who house? Many times you get confused also. You have to think a second time. When I went to sleep last night, where was I? Like that. And nowadays it's okay because the last couple of years in the ashram. But while going in how many houses and how many places is very, very confusing also. In morning, first thing you have to think. He says you got to catch your bearings. They get disoriented. If you bring a fellow out of the Orient, from the Orient, does he become disoriented? Anyway, so when we wake up in the morning, my world starts coming back to me slowly. Oh, I am in this place. Oh, what did I come here for? I came here for Yajna. What else? No, Yajna only. And then I think, how many days? My host, who is my host and all that. But slowly everything starts coming back. And by the time it come back, then they come with food now. Oh, wow. You have to go and eat. If work doesn't kill us, Swami, food go sure kill him. So like that, all these things are happening in the Pinda level. Same thing happening in the Brahmanda level. So while I have my own individual universe, Brahmaji has the entire universe. This is what is being told here. And now see, this process, and because of the word avashaha means helplessly, this is all going on, we have no control over it. This process is eternal. This has been going manifest, unmanifest, manifest, unmanifest, manifest, unmanifest. That is why the world is called as beginningless. This has been going on forever. Because of my intellectual incapacity to think about or to understand this beginningless concept, I settle for something which my intellect can understand. It was not there at one time, and somebody come and say, a la peanut butter sandwich, a la kazam, take that. And this universe come like that. So I could settle for that because that's like a little child, But there are a lot of logical inconsistencies in that kind of idea. But I settle for it for the time being. The child settles for it because how an elephant go float in the sky? Where the swimming pool go there? But he settles for that. So the idea is this thing going on for ever and ever. It has always been like that. Time itself is timeless. In beginning, less, and the universe is timeless. And this is how the rishis have described in all the shastras. Now, some people say, why are we going talking about creation and the Lord? What we mean to say, the Lord manifested things in this order. That manifested word gets mixed up with the English word create. You understand? The Lord manifests in this order, not create. The root, the dhatu in Sanskrit is srij. Srij dhatu doesn't mean to create. It means to usher from one state into another state, from the state of unmanifest into the state of manifest. So that was wrongly translated by a fellow, a German scholar by the name of Max Muller, who the British had hired to go into India and translate all these Sanskrit texts. So he mistakenly, well, not mistakenly, the fellow didn't know anything about Eastern culture, and he had one word from the West, which is create. So he translated all this research, everything, he translated as create. You're wrong, all of we now believe in that only, because of the misdemeanor of one man. So this is going on eternally, and the second thing is, it is happening against we have no choice in the matter. That is why Bhagavan is telling to Arjuna in the second chapter about life and death. Anybody here has any choice in life and death? You put in an application, you fill out a form online to ask Bhagavan to be born in this and this place, or to live so much years. Anybody did? No choice in the matter. You found yourself born here, isn't it? You found yourself born in Pleasantville. Where you go do? You can't do nothing. You found yourself born in this place, that place. And also about dying. I go and fill out an application form to Bhagavan. I would tell him, Prabhu, I want to live such and such till such and such time. At least give me this time. Bhagavan don't entertain any such application. It will have no way to lodge it. I want to live till such and such. When Yamraj come in, Yamraj, come in. You can't say, no. Oh, Yamraj, please spare my life one more day. I'll give you 2 Julie mango. You can't bribe Yamraj with. Avashaha word means this thing. Helplessly. That is why the scripture talks. You see, this chapter itself, how to remember you at the time of death. So, punarjanma na vidyate. I will not have another birth. To come out from the cycle. Otherwise, if we do not come out from the cycle, helplessly, I will be pushed into some birth somewhere, some body, this body, that body. Turtle. He moving. What about a snail? One turtle and a snail had an accident. So when it came in front of the judge asked the snail. He said, now you tell me what happened. The snail said, Your Honor, I really don't know, nothing happened so fast. That happened so fast, I couldn't tell what happened. Because a turtle speed compared to a snail, turtle faster, isn't it? So anyway, I born as a snail or a turtle or whatever, somewhere. Against my wishes. Avashaha partha prabhavanti aharagame. When the day comes, when the whole universe comes in spite of itself, manifested. Ratragame avashaha. Bhuta grama sa evayam bhutva bhuta praliyate. All the whole hordes of beings go into and manifest against themselves and again come back against, means wishes, against their wishes. You can't say, you can't bribe anybody or do anything to circumvent the process helplessly. And from an ordinary standpoint now, when it's to be born, nobody knows. When we will die, nobody knows. They're also helpless. Apariharya artha. Bhagavan calls it in the second chapter. Apariharya artha means that thing which is inevitable, which is beyond my control. Like the sun rising and setting. Anybody could control? One lady had a rooster, used to get up in the morning early and crow. The rooster used to get up and crow. And after the rooster crow, and they wait half an hour, the sun used to rise. So she came to believe that is the crowing of the rooster that makes the sun rise. A rooster crow will make the sun rise. It is apariharya artha. It's something which happens whether rooster crow or not. One day she gave vexed with all the village panchayat. She gave vexed with all of them. Right? I'm not staying in this village anymore. I take my rooster and go in some other place. Let me see what happened already son now. No sun fall here. What thing? So, avashaha, a very nice word. It's a small word. But parastasma tubhavonyah avyakto avyaktat sanatanaha yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Let us see this one. This is what now, number 20. And we'll have 8. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Parastasmatubhavonyah avyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. This verse brings in another very wonderful concept now. And that concept is anything that is moving, anything that is changing, anything that is being transformed continuously, like this universe which we see in front of us. What is not changing? Well, the universe which we see in front of us is constantly changing. Change is the law. So anything that is moving, changing, transforming, modifying all the time, that thing must rest on a changeless substratum which forms the foundation, the platform for the act of change. It cannot just be changing upon nothing. There has to be some unchanging substratum for that thing which provides the support for the various changes which we see. And the very common example is the screen and the movie. Sometimes we bring here also. There's a screen and there's a movie. It's called movie because it's moving. It's moving on the screen. But if we do not have an unmoving screen, it is not possible to have the movie. You can't just project a movie onto nothing. You need a screen the screen also cannot be moving. The screen has to be stationary. So there has to be a unchanging reality as the substratum of the universe, where all the various limitless number of changes are happening simultaneously. And that substratum has to be unchanging itself. Because if the substratum or the foundation is changing, well, one man trying to fool a little son, telling a little son, he said, the train don't move, it's the line where it move. Parents are trying to confuse little children and all and mix up their head. So he trying to confuse the little boy now. He said, the train they want to see line where it move. The little boy said, so why you didn't go and sit on the line? Little fella smart, little children, you don't make joke with them, eh? But I just had him in the morning early. You got to be careful with them. One father telling that little boy, why are you so dumb? You're so dumb. Dunce. When Abraham Lincoln was your age, he done pass this class and the next class, and he get promoted to the other class when he was your age. That little boy said, yes, and when he was your age, he was president. Make us say no. Okay. Yeah. So, parastasmat bhavonyah avyaktaha avyaktat sanatanaha. From paraha to the supreme. There is something called supreme. The absolute. The unchanging reality which forms the substratum of the universe, which we call as Brahman. Which we call as the absolute reality. Yeah? That thing is sanatanaha. And sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu navinashyati, which doesn't change, which doesn't modify, which doesn't perish. But the things on the world, in this world which we are seeing in front of us, they are coming and going. Manifest on unmanifest. But this reality upon which it is going on, that reality is constant. It doesn't move, doesn't change. And that is a necessity. Like, for example, the waves and the ocean, everything is changing, right? So the tide come up, tide gone down. Wave big, wave small, and every day they tell you, wave 1.5 meters in open waters and all that. Every day, same. Trinidad wave don't change. So, from childhood we hear that same thing. Yeah, same tune. So, the waves happening, the ocean, the tides are coming up and down, little bubble, ripples, this, that. But look here, has any H2O molecule changed since the ocean was there? That H2O molecule, nobody could change it. It is there, and it is there. And the number of H2O molecules on the earth, and the atmosphere, and in the oceans and lakes and everything, all total, the same number that was there. H2O remains unchanged. And it is in H2O waves are being formed, and ripples, and tides, and this, and all things are being formed in H2O. That is the changeless substratum insofar as oceans are concerned. And all the change happening in the ocean. So the changeless substratum of this universe is called as Brahman, upon which even Brahmaji and his going to sleep and waking up, and all of us, and all the change, vast changes that are going on. All of this is happening in that Brahman. And Brahman non-change. If Brahman is to change, there would have been some trouble. That would have been some trouble. It doesn't change. All right. Now, avyaktaha aksharaha iti uktaha. Tam ahuhu paramam gatim. That avyakta, akshara, which is the imperishable reality, is paramam gatim, the supreme goal. We'll see that tomorrow. We'll continue from there tomorrow. We'll pick up. We still haven't finished this one yet also. All right. Okay. Let me tell you a few announcements quickly, and then we will Um, our Pujya Swami Shantananji is coming here from New Jersey from the 7th to the 11th of May. Then Swami Raghavananji will come immediately after that. Then 27th of May we have the Ganga Dhara festival up in Blanchisseuse. I'm telling, please make a great effort. Everybody should come. Don't miss out this great Tirat. Tirat is a very, very big part of Hindu practice, and you should. And those who have not come yet, you should come this time at least and see, because this is going to be the biggest celebration. It's 25th anniversary of Ganga Dhara festival and Tirat. Okay, 27th of May in Blanchisseuse. We leave the ashram usually at 5 in the morning. That day we'll chant the whole Bhagavad Gita there, from beginning to end. We chant Bhagavad Gita every year. We have been doing that for years at Ganga Dhara. And many other things will be going on there, okay? Please see. Pamphlets are there? Pamphlets can be... Huh? Tomorrow. Okay. On the 30th of May, we have the tea party at the ashram. You must come and try some of the masala chai. And please, let me tell one more thing. The word is not chai tea. Please tell others also. There is no such thing as chai tea. Chai is the Hindi word for tea. How you going to say chai tea? What do you want? A sandwich. If you're talking like that, what people go say? What do you want? What kind of sandwich you want? A sandwich. You can't come and have chai tea. Either you say, I want tea, or I want chai. I've been telling this thing publicly for the longest while now. Still I hear people saying chai tea. That's Trini. Anything we drink in the morning, I call that tea. Coffee tea, Milo tea, Ovaltine tea, everything is tea. So come and try some masala chai. That masala chai is seasoned well. With the best ingredients. And you have some nice goodies to go with it. Garam masala chai. Can't beat that. For those who don't drink chai, we have hot chocolate. The gratin type. So come and try that. All right, 30th of May. And the same day, we have the 3-car raffle draw. A brand new Toyota Corolla, and Mazda 3, and Tida roll on roll off. 3 prizes. Today, I think one of the car came to the ashram. It came? It might come. It was supposed to come today. So, the raffle tickets are available here. Please, this is to build our school right there in Kuva. All right, fundraising. Then, we have our international camp in San Diego in July. San Diego, from the 30th of July to the 4th of August. Our international camp. There are many people who are going from here, I know. Those of you who have the time, please come. We have international camp in a different city every year. In 2014, it was in Port of Spain. And in 2022, it is going to come back to Port of Spain. So, the international camp this year is in San Diego. That is where Puja Gurudev dropped his body. So, we'll be having that from the 30th of July to the 4th of August this year. In July also, we have the summer classes in Hinduism for children. Please tell others. For a whole month, we'll keep the children in the ashram every day. You bring them and pick them up in the evening. And we'll teach them many, many, many things. 8 to 18 years old. On 27th of July, we have Pandit Ronu Majumdar, who is a very, very well-known, famous flutist of India, who has played in many movies and received President Award and played also in different great big forums across the world. All right. In August, Swami Mitrananji is coming, and in August we have the food fair also. Please pay. Look out for them. Then in March next year we have the India trip. Usually when we go to India, we squeeze out a few days to go to an additional country. So we have been to Thailand, we have been to Sri Lanka. This year people wanted to revisit Thailand. So we'll go to India and to Thailand. And the cost is 7,000 US. So that's flight from here to India, India to Thailand, and back. And all the internal flights inside India. And all the train and bus and hotel and everything for a whole month. And the only thing that is not included in that is food. But in India, food is very cheap. If you're a sannyasi, for $100, you could eat for the whole month. But if you're not a sannyasi, you might need about $1,000. TT dollars. 1,000 TT dollars, you can very comfortably eat in India and be fine. Just eat on the street, kurkure or something, and you will be okay. Dosa, pav bhaji. So anyway, food is not included in that. All the other things are included. All right. Okay, so that's the India trip. In March next year, 1 whole month we will be gone. The day after Shivratri we are leaving. Okay, ठीक है, आरती के लिए सब खड़े हो जाइए.